Hi there, fellow Fremonters. We are continuing to go through the second half of Romans 12. This week, our verse is Romans 12:12. Three short exhortations. Be joyful in hope, persevering in affliction, persistent in prayer. In chapters 12 through 15 of Romans, Paul is painting a picture of what it looks like for a community to inhabit God's grace. And underneath our verse this week is the notion that as partakers of Christ, we simultaneously live in two realities. The first reality is characterized by this word affliction, which is an experience unique to what the New Testament calls this age. The Greek word under affliction has a meaning along the lines of under pressure, with no means of escape, no way of escape. And this is the reality that we're each born into. Much of the time it kind of lurks in the background, but we're each familiar with the sensation of being in a terrible situation that we can't escape from. Sickness, poverty, or the threat of it, betrayal, failure, disappointment, intent towards evil within us and around us. The second reality is characterized by our word hope. For a long time, in the age of the prophets, hope meant looking forward to an anointed one coming to make things right. But the great event of Jesus in history and his cosmic victory and glorification both revealed and created this new reality, which had not existed before. We call this new reality salvation. But it's called hope for a reason. We're not there yet. We may be saved, but our salvation is most fully, it's a future state. So we're called to be joyful in hope, patiently persevering when we are surrounded and under pressure. And this call to endure is central to how the New Testament describes the way of Jesus. There's apparently something beautiful to God about lives lived trusting him. Chapter 12 begins by talking about how our lives lived faithfully are sacrifices pleasing to God. Somehow it's the centerpiece of worship in a new temple that's scattered throughout humanity. The idea isn't that a Christian is someone who just always acts like everything is great. Praise God. Romans 8 talks about how the Spirit trains us to join all creation and groan, crying out for Christ to come back and finish his work of setting us free from decay. On the other hand, it's not as if a Christian is just someone who grits our teeth until this life is over and waits it out. Actually, right now, today, we are invited to be a part of Christ's living body in this world. Even if we are under great pressure, we can participate right now in God's goodness. We're called out of a hopeless situation into a living hope, but it's one that's unseen. The first reality of affliction is passing away, but for now, it is the world we live in. Jesus told us that he's sending us out like sheep among wolves. And by the Spirit, it is our rejoicing in hope, our patient perseverance in affliction, and our groaning faithfulness in prayer that is the witness to Christ's spectacular victory in this world until he comes again.